Sometimes we have experiences in our native language, Nihongo, Espanol, Spanish, Japanese, or other languages. And we can tell our friends, but we want to talk to new people, or we are living in a new country for college and we want to use English. Today, we have a big episode, so it will be two parts of a listener that wants me to help them fix their English, talking about their experiences to their friends next on the Social English Podcast.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。Are you ready, Percy? Let's go!
Hey, everybody out there. Welcome to the Social English Podcast. Thanks, Hikari, for that introduction. Percy here, and I'm your host for another awesome show where we will help a listener fix their English. Because today is one of those English repair shop episodes. Now, what we're going to be doing, what this podcast is about, if you don't know, we help you with real social English. That's English for social situations. Today, we have an episode that is for intermediate, medium skill English people and higher. Now, what we have is a listener, again, who needs help with their English. Today, you and me, we're going to help this person with their English because it is a English repair shop episode. They go to the gym. They go out with their friends. They go to work, and they want to talk about this in English in detail. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing next, right after this.
すべての英語修理店のエピソードと同様に4つのパートがあります。パート1では英語を勉強している日本人が間違って言ったことを正確に聞くことができます。パート2では会話型のソーシャルイングリッシュスタイルで正しい英語を聞くことができます。パート3ではパーシーはあなたが同じ過ちを犯さないようにするために彼が重要だと考えるヒントをあなたに与えます。パート4でパーシーは正しい英語版を高速で自然な速度で言います。このようにしてネイティブの速度で英語を聞く練習をすることもできます。
Okay, so what we are going to do for my non-Japanese listeners is first, I will say the wrong English. This way, you can hear the wrong English and think about how to fix this. Remember, we want to fix this using social English styles. So, when you listen, think about this in a conversation with a new friend you are trying to meet, or a new person at a social event. Number 2, part 2, I will tell you the social English version in correct English that I would use. I will also give you 2 or 3 versions of correct social English. This way, you can hear that English has many different ways to communicate and use English. Part 3, I will explain and tell you some tips, some hints, some tricks to help you understand the mistakes from the original listener in their wrong English. This way, you can learn not to make these mistakes when you are speaking native freestyle social English. And in part 4, this will be my fast English or native speed English. This is good for you because you can teach your ears teach your ears to hear fast English and understand native speed English better. Okay, so if that sounds great to you, and I hope it does, let's get started with part 1. Okay, so part 1. Today's episode will be 2 parts because this is very long dialogue. This is very long English to fix. So to make it short, I will do 2 episodes on the same listener's wrong English. Okay, so this is part 1 of this episode. So let's get started. Here is part 1, wrong English. I've done workout now, but I feel it was not good performance. Absolutely. For some reason, I couldn't focus only my workout. So I realize now is time to rest. Okay, so that is the wrong English. First, think about some mistakes you hear and how you would fix this. Okay, so here it is once more. This is still the wrong English, so you can hear it 2 times. I've done workout now, but I feel it was not good performance. Absolutely. For some reason, I couldn't focus only my workout. So I realized how it's time to rest. Okay, so that is the wrong English. Now, this is going to be just 2 sentences in speech. 2 sentences of wrong English. 2. So let's do this in the correct English using a social English style. Okay, so this is going to be part 2. Part 2, the correct English. Okay, so here is the correct English in a social English style. Okay, let's get started. I just finished working out, but I feel I didn't do my best. For some reason, I couldn't focus on my workout. Now that I am resting, here is a version 2. Even though I just finished working out, I don't feel good about it. I just realized as I was resting that I couldn't focus on my workout. Okay, so now let's go to part 3. Part 3, this is going to be the tips and hints. So this will be very clear, I hope. In the first sentence, I've done workout now. This should be I just finished working out. Or I just finished my workout. Now, in social English, we're not going to use something I think you are thinking, which is recently. So in social English, if you use recently, it doesn't connect well. The word recently does not connect with workout. Workout being a physical activity, it sounds strange in English, okay? There are things that sound strange that is a social English thing. So it may be correct in English, but when speaking English in a conversation, it sounds strange because the language is not used by English-speaking people. This happens a lot. I know a lot of listeners that are learning English find it hard or difficult because they make mistakes using correct English that is strange but correct and not actual social English that is correct to a native listener or a native speaker. So, here is one of those things. I just finished working out, or I just got done with. So you want to use I just, I just, boom, boom, boom. Okay? That is the way you want to use this particular way of explaining your workout. Okay, tip number 2 is I feel it was not good performance. Absolutely. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in there that is very strange English. Okay, so let's go little by little. What you want to say, you could use I feel. But a better way is maybe I didn't think. Or just skip that and just go straight to it wasn't. When you say it wasn't, the listener, the person you are speaking to, understands. This is called inference. It's a difficult word, maybe even upper level English. Infer. And infer means the words in the conversation tell the listener already about information. Here is a way. Here is an example. I went to the beach and my swimsuit is still wet. I went to the beach and my swimsuit is still wet. Now, inference, the listener can tell. You didn't say this, but the listener knows you went swimming. Why? Because you went to the beach and your swimsuit was wet or got wet. So you don't need to say, I went swimming. I went to the beach and my swimsuit is still wet because I went swimming. So you don't need to say the because I went swimming, because inference tells you that, or tells the listener that you went swimming. Okay, so let's go into the last hint 3. Actually, I didn't finish hint 2. Sorry about that. So basically, I'll just stop here. You don't want to say, I feel it was not good performance. Absolutely. Just say, I didn't feel great about it. I didn't feel good about it. Or, I didn't do my best that day. Or, that wasn't my best workout. Okay? many different ways to say it, but remember the phrase wasn't my best because it infers that you think you didn't do too good on your workout. Okay, final tip. Tip 3. I couldn't focus only my workout. Okay, so you don't want to say I couldn't focus only. Those words sound strange together. They sound strange. Now, the great thing is it's good when you try to speak English and use English without using a translation app such as Google Translate or DeepL or something like that. Now, this is good because you can catch your mistakes faster, and I think it's a better way to learn English. So I recommend you continue this style. Okay? Now, what would I use instead? This is how to fix this. Okay, so not focus only my workout. Just say on my. So change only to on my. I couldn't focus on my workout. I couldn't focus on my workout is perfect. It explains everything you are trying to tell the listener. Okay? So let's go into part 4. This is the last part. This is my fast English, my natural speed English, native speed, so you could practice listening to a native English speed for your learning. Okay? So here we go. I just finished my workout, but I feel it wasn't my best. For some reason, I couldn't focus on my workout, and I just realized it. Here's version 2. I just finished working out, but it wasn't my best. I don't know, but for some reason, I couldn't really focus, and I just realized that now that I finished and I'm resting.
このショーを気に入っていただけたら5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。
All right, so that is going to complete today's part 1 of this episode. Okay, so what I want to do for you right now is I want to talk to you about your action item. Okay, action items are what I want you to practice. Consider it your homework. It is your homework from me. Okay, so today I just want you to practice on my first tip, which is to talk about the difference between I've done something and I just finished something. Okay, so the wrong way, I've done workout. No. I've done workout. No, remember, I just finished working out. Finished working out. I've done. No, I just finished. Okay? So, and then plus also adding your ing maybe. Okay, so I just finished cooking. I just finished playing basketball. I just finished watching my favorite anime. I just finished a date. I just finished eating lunch. There are so many ways to use I just finished, but not I've done. Okay? So I want you to practice that with your avatar or a friend that speaks English or understands English or is learning English just like you. Doesn't matter the level, same level, lower level, but help them to understand and help yourself by practicing this English. Okay? So, thanks for listening to this podcast. Do me a favor and leave a review. I don't see many reviews on Apple or Google or Spotify or wherever you're listening, but leave a review. Unfortunately, we had to close Stitcher. Actually, Stitcher itself closed, so Stitcher is no longer, this podcast is no longer available. Please find this podcast on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you can find it. So, with that being said, once again, thank you for listening to the Social English Podcast. Get better at speaking real social English every single day. I appreciate you. Thank you, and peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイトrealsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.